Of course, what's on my mind is how my darling Chelsea will sign Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang as soon as possible. All right then. Okay, Ugo Sam says, I am thrilled with the 6-a-side competitions going on in England, but why is Kanu Nwankwo missing on the list? Well, you have the likes of Okocha, Igbeni, Amokachi, Peter Rufai. Well, of course,
funny enough,
that's it.
Yeah. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Why is Kanu not on that team?
Yeah.
When I just
someone else is, of course, echoing your thoughts.
Why is Kanu Nwankwo not there?
Anyways, Aladiloba Bidoni says, thumbs up, Elegbete. You should be yourself, your bluntness, and saying the fact, even if it's against my Man United, I enjoy it. All right, then. Conte's decision to block Nemanja Matic to United is quite understandable after the hijacking of Romelu Lukaku. Who's he? Forget about Matic. That's from Ugo Sam. What about Vitus Ezokafo says, on my mind this morning is that moment in Ferdinand's family. My condolences to Real Yeseneda. Of course, he lost his mom. Talking about after losing his wife. Oh my God, really. Very sad. Ugo Sam also on Twitter. Yes, indeed. Well, he says the Oriental Derby at the Fortress this weekend between FC Ifeanyiba and Imba. Another 3 points in Kitty. Emmanuel Chizoban says, good morning, Elegbete. You better take things calm. Emenalo has a very big personality than Okocha. Go do your findings well.
Okay, let's try with the findings.
Okay.
What does Emenalo brings to the table? What is his position at Chelsea?
Technical director,
right?
Yeah.
What's the role of a technical director? NFF, what's it called? Austin Okocha, let's even remove football playing now. He's the chairman of the Delta State Football Association, which is very big. It's a state, not a club. That is big. Beside that, is in the Nigerian Football Federation's technical committee. So if you combine those two, they dwarf that technical director job at Chelsea. That is the truth. That's a statement of fact, not the opinion. The thing with an average Nigerian is, once you work, if I work in, for instance, a radio station in London, I am better than you working in Brilla. That's their opinion. That's why you hear people tell you, I pray for you that God will take you to Europe. And like, is that part of my prayer? That's not my prayer. You understand? The job here, then the name Okocha in England is bigger than Emenalo. The name Okocha in England is bigger than Emenalo. Emenalo not get a brand name in England. So the question Kingsley raised was personality. They not talk say job currently. Personality. Okocha is a viral global brand. Anywhere football bans in the world, if you mention Okocha, it is known. I can categorically tell you that there are countries you will mention Mike Emenalo. That's what you were in Brazil. The boss of the EPL, is it in Brazil? The people follow the EPL in Brazil. You waka, you not see one Manchester United jersey in Brazil. And it was during the World Cup where the whole world is gathering. There are people who don't know who Mike Emenalo be. Let's not deceive ourselves. Because Nigeria is face to face, bumper to bumper with the EPL does not mean the whole world is face to face with the EPL. So those countries where the EPL is not number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, they don't know Mike Emenalo. We'll not deceive ourselves. So let me ask, who's the technical director of Tottenham Hotspur? Who's the technical director of Tottenham Hotspur? Who's the technical director of Bournemouth? Who's the technical director of Man City? Do we know them? Because they are not Nigerians. No, if we were to follow the Premiership, you know right now. Do you know the technical director of Man City? Do you? No, answer me now. No, it's not a technical. It's not a you see now. If you can't know the technical director of Man City, a big club as Man City, what makes you think non-Nigerian countries know the technical director of Chelsea? They don't know him. It's the truth. If you don't know the technical director of Man City, take it that it is, and you are a sports presenter, you'll be doing sports all your life. Take it that it is possible that people who don't do sport out there not even know Mike Emenalo. More not deceive ourselves. We know Mike Emenalo because now our own. The same way we will know a Nigerian player playing in Vietnam, playing in Kosovo. It does not mean that they are globally popular. But Okocha is known all over the world. We have traveled and landed in airports wearing Nigerian green or show your Nigerian passport, and the first two names they mention is Okocha your brother, is Kano your brother. That's what they. Okocha carries a passport in Turkey. If you go to Turkey, he's a citizen. If you go to Germany, he's a global brand. He's an ambassador for the Bundesliga.
Even in France.
Oh, Bundesliga is an ambassador. You dey talk. Paris Saint-Germain is an ambassador. So I don't understand this talk about personality. Emenalo. Let's be honest here. If now this one make me blunt, I want to be blunt. The truth is, Mike Emenalo no get personality wey fit lace Okocha boots. That is the truth. we can argue from now till eternity, but there is no evidence. Right now, I just ask you, do you know the technical director of Man City? You don't know. Who's the technical director of AC Milan? Is that nightclub? Is AC Milan bigger than Chelsea? And the truth be that. So one of these I say, let's bring fact to the table. Let's not bring sentiment, because me, I don't work in the company of sentiment because it makes people blind.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM coming up, of course, later today. It's all about the semi-finals of the Wimbledon tournament. Yes, indeed, for the men, that's it. Sam Querrey will take on Marian Cilic, and the other half, it's Roger Federer against the Czech, the man from Czech Republic, talking about Thomas Berdych, of course, you know, and his last game against Novak Djokovic in the quarterfinals. Djokovic had to retire the same day, and Murray was beaten by Sam Querrey, yes, in a 5-setter. But then, of course, who will win the 2017 Wimbledon? For, of course, Roger Federer, he's eyeing his eighth, oh my word, eighth Wimbledon title. That is, of course, going to be a record right there at, of course, the All England Club. Well, quickly, let me just give you some big-time football news before I go back to the phone lines. Yes, already you do know Kyle Walker will become the most expensive defender in the world if he joins Man City today in a deal worth £54 million. Well, in other news, let's tell you heartbreaking news. You want
to,
yes, Ajax midfielder Abdelhak Nouri suffered a serious and permanent brain damage after collapsing over the weekend. The Dutch club revealed yesterday, dashing earlier hopes the promising prospect will make a quick recovery. And Ajax say they are deeply saddened by the news that Nouri had been diagnosed with serious and permanent brain damage.
That's when
very sad one.
Just when you sit down and you're like, oh, what could be the worst? The worst is Kale Keme.
Yeah.
This news broke, and I was like, okay. It's not like happy for another person's misfortune. But I look to the left hand side and see Kale Keme, and I was like, Kale Keme, you say I have reason to be grateful to God. That's like a permanent brain damage is like you're vegetable now. Waiting for death to come, and death might not come for another, God knows how long.
All right, then, well, of course, the diagnosis showed that a large part of his brain wasn't functioning any longer, and that the chance of a successful recovery of these crucial functions is zero. And that's according to Ajax. Well, elsewhere, Danny Welbeck believes a full preseason and the arrival of Lacazette will help him show Arsenal fans the player he can be. The 26-year-old has been unfortunate with injuries since making a shock £60 million switch from Man United in 2014. And talking about, of course, Man United, they are braced for another attempt by Real Madrid to sign goalkeeper David De Gea. Old Trafford insiders believe a bid is imminent as the two clubs prepare to meet on their US tour in Santa Clara on the 23rd of this month. Elsewhere, Liverpool have had a £57 million bid for RB Leipzig midfielder Naby Keita rejected, and according to reports, the Reds made a concrete offer for the Guinean midfielder, which was turned down by the club. And the German publication Bild reveals that Liverpool will come back with another offer next week. I'm talking about Man United still. They will continue to train at the UCLA campus in Los Angeles despite a bomb scare that forced the site to be evacuated. Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM. Man United are the world's third most valuable sports team with an estimated value of $3.69 billion according to a recent release by Forbes. The American business magazine last month named United the world's most valuable club after overtaking Barcelona and Real Madrid, but the Premier League side still ranked third overall on Forbes' annual list ranking all sports teams, staying behind NFL's Dallas Cowboys at $4.2 billion.
Dallas Cowboys. Who can
and
them?
Baseball's New York Yankees at $3.7 billion. However, United's valuation rose by 11%, while the Cowboys went up just 5% and the Yankees went up 9%. Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM. Let's tell you that coach of course, Alakli has been suspended for refusing to give interviews to Qatar-based TV network and attempting to boycott a news conference. Hosam El Badri, yes indeed, and the former international of Egypt was fined $10,000 by CAF and suspended for 1 match. Well, still moving on, let's tell you that yes, indeed, the man called Mohamed Salah has been granted a visa and is free to play for Liverpool with immediate effect, and that's confirmed by the club. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is also in the news, and he has promised to clarify his future soon after meeting his agent Mino Raiola in Manchester. The striker was released by Man United in June after suffering a knee ligament injury that could keep him out until January. And finally, let's tell you that, of course, amid the summer fever for new signings, Barcelona president Josep Maria Bartomeu does not want supporters to forget that the Catalan club already have a good squad in place, and he said, of course, they will make 2 or 3 new summer signings before the close of the transfer window. Back to the lines. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to first my name. I'm calling from Turkey.
All right. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I like the way you break a law. If you don't break your analysis proper, some people don't really understand. I really understand what you are saying, and I really accept it, because this personality you are talking about is very, very important. And let me tell you, you need to break it properly for some people. That is what some people don't really understand. About the element LFC, that is against Eyimba. You believe that some journalists still believe that what they are doing is good, and it's not good, because the IRC they really favor IRC on that issue. Please, I want you to break it more to the people to let them know that we nobody perfect. Fine, they are not perfect on that issue. I want them. Is there any hope for Niger Tornado again to go for appeal?
Okay. Let's start with Niger Tornadoes. You know, sometimes in football, people take things like, okay, let's not stir the water. I think Niger Tornadoes are looking at their position in the league. Let me backtrack to Giwa FC. When Giwa fans threw stone in the stadium, and then Giwa was banished to Kwara, I was one of those persons who said that Giwa should have gone instead of breaking the rules. You know, 2 wrongs cannot make it right. They should have gone and then take time to wait, because it go happen somewhere else again, and then document it. Put a hanging protest if they can push it as high as CAS. The thing here is, in football, every day the rules changes. We are improving every day. It takes one man mistake. Before the airport, for instance, if you go to the airport, you can carry your bag and just stroll and go. Now, today, the security at the airport is different. In 1987, when I traveled abroad, don't walk out. You know, you cannot walk anywhere. But these days, you know, even in the 90s, in the early 2000s, when I played football, you walk through the airport like a thoroughfare. Today, to enter airport, if you don't get anything to do there, you feel go jail, because of some things that have happened. So it's the same thing with football. Look at even the European football with the copy. Securities at the stadium were not this tight before. There were wire fences everywhere like we have in South America. But when people begin die, things change. In the stadium before, people used to stand. Because of Stampede, they bring seats. Some stadiums, as I speak with you, are trying to bring standing areas in the stadium again, like in Scotland, Rangers and the rest of them. But if Niger Tornadoes decide to lie low, well, it's their choice. That's the end of the case. If they really want to push, they're supposed to go to the NFF O&D to, you know, ask, say, look into this case. So we're not like the judgment where LMC give, because on these grants. But if they leave up, then it's lies low. But me, this is my position. Based on the rules of the game, existing laws of the game, Eyimba should have been docked 3 points and 3 goals in that game and given to Niger Tornadoes, because they fielded an ineligible player. There is no argument about it, whether they know or they don't know. That is their own ignorance. You are supposed to know. If it's saying by telling me that if they are entitled to win, to take money in terms of number of appearance of their players, they could tell me, say they don't take record of that one. Say, for instance, they say if you have an under 17 player that have played 5 games and you're entitled to 2 million, and you might not go collect the money. They'll say they forget, they will wait for another club to remind them. Obviously, no. So if they go remember that one, they should remember when their players have 5 yellow cards. All
right, thank you very, very much. Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM. That's how we call it to wrap on the show. Top of the hour is the sports machine with the Thomas Striker. Stay right here. The action never stops. Not when you're tuned in and locked into Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM.